Why is balancing secularism and religious freedom a political challenge? Have you ever wondered why the relationship between religion and politics can be so complicated? The balance between secularism and religious freedom is a significant political challenge that many societies face today. This situation arises from the need to maintain a neutral state that does not favor any particular religion while also protecting individuals' rights to practice their faith freely. At the heart of secularism is the idea that the government should remain neutral regarding religious matters. This means that the state should not endorse or privilege any faith. The goal is to ensure that all citizens are treated equally, regardless of their beliefs. This neutrality helps prevent any one religion from dominating the political landscape and supports democratic governance. However, strict secularism can sometimes push religious expressions to the margins of public life. This can limit the ability of religious groups to participate fully in political discussions and influence policies that matter to them. On the flip side, religious freedom allows individuals and communities to practice their faith openly. This includes expressing religious views in political debates. However, conflicts can arise when these beliefs clash with secular laws or the rights of others. In societies with diverse faiths and worldviews, this can create tension. For instance, when religious beliefs lead to actions that contradict civil rights or secular values, political leaders must navigate these tricky waters carefully. The challenge becomes even more pronounced in democratic systems where majority rule is the norm. While democracies relying on majority decisions, this can sometimes lead to the marginalization of minority religions. The so-called tyranny of the majority can result in laws that favor dominant religious groups or secular ideologies, which can exclude minority faiths from participating fully in public life. Moreover, religion can sometimes serve as a competing force to constitutional secularism. When religious identities are used politically to define belonging in a nation, it can foster populist nationalism based on faith. This trend can threaten inclusive democratic principles and complicate the state's role as a neutral entity. From an ethical and political standpoint, the government must not only avoid establishing a religion but also actively protect religious freedoms. This means ensuring that no group's beliefs infringe on the rights of others. Achieving this balance requires strong institutions and accountability to enforce protections fairly. It also means creating public spaces where both religious and secular voices can coexist and engage in democratic decision-making. In practice, this balancing act involves crafting policies that respect religious diversity while upholding secular principles. Governments must navigate competing values, such as neutrality versus freedom and majority rule versus minority rights. Each of these aspects carries ethical significance and political consequences. Thus, balancing secularism and religious freedom remains a political challenge. It involves navigating conflicting ethical principles and managing diverse social interests within democratic governance. Ongoing dialogue, legal protections, and political commitment are essential to ensure that both secular governance and religious liberty are upheld fairly and inclusively.